Hey guys, what's going on? It's DL Woods coming to you guys live. I'm super excited to actually be here. Check in right now. City and state, what's up? What's up? Talk to me real quick. City and state, where you guys calling in from? Drop it in the comment section right now. Drop it in the comment section. What's up, IG? You guys are coming in live as well. Natara say she from Houston, Texas, my home. Let's go. We got Brian from Indiana. We got Georgia. We got Bridgetown, Barbados. Let's go. All right. So you guys, for everybody that's on the live on Zoom, salute to you guys for actually coming in on Zoom. You guys get to share the PowerPoint as well. Definitely want to say I appreciate you guys for having being time conscious. All right. So I know a lot of people have a lot going on right now in the world. We're Friday at 8 p.m. You know, most people want to be outside, you know what I'm saying? But you guys have elected to tune in to actually see how you can live full time and trade part time. If that's exactly why you're here, go ahead, drop a bag in the comment section or drop a $ if you want to live full time and trade part time. If you want to live full time and trade part time, drop a $ or a bag in the chat right now. Let's go. Okay. Well, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and be effective without being eternal. All right, what does that mean for you? It means I'm going to be effective without being eternal. I'm going to go ahead and spotlight this video real quick. I'm going to spotlight this. Why does it look like that? For whatever reason, that looks crazy. All right, let's do. There we go. We HD again. All right. So with that being said, guys, let's talk about it. Let's talk about how to live full time and trade part-time real quick, guys. Me personally, for those who do not know me or you just now starting to follow me, my name is DL Woods. I've had a sales background without being too much into it. I had a sales background, been in network marketing a long period of time. No, that's not everybody's cup of tea. And, you know, there's a lot of different ways to go about doing things in the world. You know, I just was at 18 years old. I got into an industry that focused on personal self-development more than they focused on passing a test like a college or anything like that. So me personally, my streets are from network marketing. My knowledge is from network marketing, right? But that's all good. If that's not for you, it was for me, right? Started at the age of 18, started literally being in a position. I'm gonna go ahead and just share this PowerPoint with you guys. For those people who are on here, let's go. All right, so literally, this is me and my wife, of course. Traveled all of 2022 pretty much because I had to take a year off, and I needed it for myself as well as I needed it to just sometimes you just need to refocus, you know what I'm saying? So that was me. Here we go. No, we did not start at the top. All right, we did not start at the top. We actually, you know, we went to the same high school together. We was play sister, play brother. All right. So if you know anything, how many of you guys ever heard somebody say that they play sister and play brother? Y'all ever heard that before? They actually possibly are telling the truth. Okay. Me personally, in my situation, I was telling the truth. That was my real life play sister. Okay. I did not cross any lines. Okay. It just so happened. What had happened was, later on in life, our paths crossed again, and we end up, you know, married with kids. Okay, so that's how that happened. But at that time, we was only play sister, play brother. Now, here's the thing: we got married, and when we got married, we actually did it at church. I'm gonna tell y'all how this happened. We decided. Not at a church. We got married at church, right? So we decided that we were going to get married some way, somehow. And we got our license, right? But we didn't know what day. I got the spirit one day. Pastor preached a crazy sermon. And I said, you know what? I'm going to join church today. And at the same time I joined church, I said, you know what, Pastor? I want you to marry us. And he's like, son, you can't do it that way. You got to have a marriage license. I said, well, it's in the car. And he said, well, congregation, we're about to have ourselves a wedding today. And so literally we decided to get married just like that. And we struggled like crazy in the first few years of us being married. As you guys can see on the screen, we got married in 2010, February 13th of 2013. This is me. I snapped a picture of me donating plasma, right? I used to donate plasma with my wife for gas money. All right. Now, or for food, right? For just an extra source of income, we did that. Now I know it's for the purposes of helping somebody save a life, you know what I'm saying, and studies and things of that nature. However, what I needed it for was donating plasma for gas money as well as for food. Now, you guys may not be in that dire need of a situation. If you're not in that bad of a situation, just go ahead and drop a praying hands in the chat. Basically, thank God that you're not in that bad situation. All right. So thank God you're not in that bad situation. But here's this is where we was at. And so immediately I found myself being in that situation where I needed to make an additional source of income, right? My ends weren't meeting. They kind of was just waving at each other. We wasn't living check to check. We was living, sometimes, you live check, credit card check, or check, payday loan check. We was living check, plasma, payday loan, check. All right. So that's where we were at. But now here's one thing. I actually said to myself, I need to go ahead and make some additional money. I got an inbox on Facebook. A guy told me to check out an opportunity. And me personally, this is my prayer. God, I am open and receptive to any idea or person that can help me accomplish my goal of dramatic wealth. I'm going to say it again. I'm open and receptive to any idea or person that can help me accomplish my goal of dramatic wealth. As long as that person has integrity and have morals, I'm with it, right? So literally what came to my desk was more network marketing stuff. And then I got to a point to where me and my wife, we were photographers and videographers, right? Photographer and videographer. Now here's what we were doing. We decided to actually film a guy that was making a transition into this industry. He said I was going to be able to make $1 million a month doing what it is that he was doing. I said, I want to film that as well as I want to do that. When I filmed it, it was this right here. This is what actually stuck out to me. He said these words: I'm going to show you how to make money without having to recruit anybody and without having to sell anything. You see, prior to me actually getting in this industry with this profession and this skill set, I only made money off of selling things and recruiting people. Prior to learning how to trade, literally that's what my skill set was in. Selling things and recruiting people. If you want to learn how to make money without having to sell things or recruit people, drop the number 1 in the chat. Drop the number 1 in the chat. I see you, cousins. What's going on right now? IG, I see you guys live, right? Drop the number 1 in the chat. If you want to learn how to actually make money without having to recruit anybody or sell anything, drop the number 1 in the chat, where your income isn't predicated on someone else signing up or buying something from you. Your income is not predicated on a boss telling you, yes, you got your 3% raise this year or your 1% raise this year. Your income is not predicated on another individual, only yourself and your skill set. Drop the number 1 in the chat for me. All right. And the reason why I say that is because I want to make sure we're engaged, number 1, and secondly, I want to make sure that I'm talking to the right audience. Well, by you guys actually seeing that, how to live full time and how to actually trade part time, and you're taking time out of your busy Friday, right? I know that I'm talking to the right people. All right. So let's go ahead and go through it. Now, this was God led for me. Now I'm going to talk about me personally, whether you believe in the same God I believe in or not. That's not important right now. What's important is I like to take biblical principles because this is literally timeless information, right? I like this version of it, okay? This version of this Bible scripture, okay? Well, check this out. It is Ecclesiastes 11, 1 through 3. I'm going to let you guys, so you guys know I ain't lying, right? So you guys know I ain't lying. This is how it reads, all right? Check this out. Ecclesiastes, this is the Good News translation. I am not a Bible scholar, so the these and thous that King James be talking about, I need things to be dumbed down for me, all right? It says, number 11, it says, invest your money in foreign trade, and one of these days you will make a profit. Put your investments in several places, many places even, because you never know what kind of bad luck you are going to have in the world. And then it goes and it says that, you know, you never know which ones are going to grow, when you're going to profit during the day or during the night, right? Me personally, when I saw that, once I started studying what is foreign exchange, what is foreign currencies. How many of you guys felt like this your first time seeing that Bible scripture? Real quick, if that's your first time seeing that Bible scripture, drop the number 2 in the chat for me. Drop the number 2 in the chat. Is this your first time seeing that Bible scripture? All right. Invest my money in foreign trade, and one of these days you will make a profit. Put your investments in several places, many places even, because you never know what kind of bad luck you're going to have in this world. Okay? That's your first time. Drop the number 2 in the chat for me. Now, me personally, I said, okay, I need to invest my money in foreign trade. All right. Now, here is a way. No, this is not the same as foreign trade as they were talking about in the Bible when it talks about, you know, putting your money on the waters. You know what I'm saying? Exchanging, you know, grain for chickens and all this other stuff. In this world, when I started looking at foreign trade, it just seemed like God was talking to me. All right. Because the industry that the skill set is the foreign exchange market. FOREX for short. All right. Being in the position where, hey, look, this stuff that's on the internet is actually real. People are really making money in the foreign exchange market. All right. Now, I want to go ahead and just give you guys the scoop. When I said, you know what, I don't care how long it takes me, I am really going to master this skill. And this is what I found. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys something real quick. I found this real quick. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna share my screen again, but this is what I found. I'm gonna Google this real quick for you guys. I'm gonna Google this real quick. I wanted to know who was the Michael Jordan of this industry. Who made the most money in the foreign exchange market? And what I came across was a guy by the name of George. George is a little different, guys. I don't care his background, all that good stuff, as far as what he do with his money, all that, it didn't matter. How George Soros made $60 million in 18 hours. That's all I saw. A gentleman made $60 million in 2013. He made $60 million in 18 hours. Now, at this time, guys, I have no skill set, no business or job that was going to pay me $60 million in 18 hours. There was nothing that I qualified for that'll pay me like that. So for this to fall in my lap at that point in time, I said to myself, you know what? I don't care how long it takes me. I am going to actually go about learning this and perfecting this. If you could be in a position where you have a skill set where that'll pay you $60 million in 18 hours, and would you feel like it was important to learn that no matter how long it took you? Drop the number 3 in the chat if that's something that you would literally devote your time and life to actually going ahead and mastering. That was me, at least. I need to do this as a provider. If I can make somebody's, you know what, some people, they make $40,000 a year and they do it working 40 hours a week to retire off of 40% of what they struggle to live off of in the first place. So me personally, I said to myself, look, 40 hours a week, $40,000 a year. And let's just say the average person works 40 years. That equals $1.6 million, okay? In order for somebody to make what George Soros made in 18 hours, so that's 60 million, right? 60 million divided by $1.6 million over the course of their lifetime. That means they would have to work, come back, and die 3.7 times in order to make what he made in 18 hours. That's what I seen. And I said, you know what? I need to go ahead and master this. So I want to give you guys a little intro to living full time and trading part time. All right. This right here, as you guys can see, all of these different alerts. This is my way of actually living full time and trading part time. See these alerts right here? I get alerted when it's money time. I do not. Look. I want to go ahead and stop sharing, and I need to turn this around. I do not just stay in front of my computer waiting on a trade. I rebuke that spirit. And the reason why I say that is because literally I just wait for the market to come to certain points and have the market actually give me an alert, and it's going to tell me it's money time. It's money time. Outside of that, I'm out there living my life, doing whatever it is that I want to do. But I'm going to show you guys how to make a full-time income and work part-time doing it. Trading. Now, when I typically say part-time, how many hours do you typically work part-time? If you say you want a part-time job, how many hours is typically part-time? Drop it in the comment section. If you ever had a part-time job, or if you got a part-time job on the side of your full-time job, what's a part-time job for you guys? Drop the amount of hours you feel like you work. Drop the amount of hours. All right, we got 8 hours. We got 6 hours. Bryant said 30 hours. Natara say 20 to 30. All right, 16 a week, 20 hours a week. Okay, I like it. I like it. 36 hours, 15 to 20. Okay, I like it. 6 hours. Okay, I'm following y'all. Let me share with you guys something real quick. Before I get there, I want to share with y'all something. And this is gonna tie all together. I just got to do this real quick, just for me, because I want you guys to see something that we didn't prepare for, and they didn't prepare us for either. I could just keep this like this. All right, perfect. They didn't prepare us for it, and we didn't prepare for it. How many of you guys know that one day you're gonna stop working and they're gonna they call it retirement, right? How many of y'all ever heard of that? Retirement? Y'all ever heard of that? Check this out, fam. Have you ever calculated how much it's gonna cost you to eat through retirement? How much it's gonna cost you to eat through retirement? Have you ever calculated it? Just drop a yes or no in the comments. Have you calculated how much money it's gonna cost you to eat through retirement? Let's say that it's $10 a meal. All right, $10 a meal, and how often do you eat? Typically 3 times a day, right? So let's just say that's $30 a day. $30 a day. Multiply that times how many days do you eat? That's 365. All right. So that's $10,950 that you need to eat. Let's say you blessed to be alive and retired 25 years. That equals $273,750 that you're going to put in your mouth. Do you understand that? That's for one person. So if you're married, let's just double it. $547,000. Now, here's my thing. When we look at our retirement accounts today, does it look anywhere near this number? Is it anywhere close to this number? More importantly, if it's not close to this number, what are we willing to do to actually get it close to that number? Are we willing to cut back, or are we willing to make more? You see, I found it easier to make more money than it is to cut back. How many of y'all can just agree with me on that side? It's easier for me to make more money than to cut back on stuff that I really want to do, right? If I really want to do it, it's easy for me to just continue do that, and I just make more money, all right? I just want to make more, okay? So I'm going to show you guys how we go about making more in the hours that you said. I don't even need all them hours that you guys literally wrote, okay? I'm going to show you. Somebody said 20 hours right here, okay? So I'm going to show you less than 20 hours because we said work part-time, live full-time. Let's talk about it real quick, family. And I'm going to let you guys have y'all Friday back because y'all still got people still planning to go to the club. I already know y'all still planning on going to the club. All right, I'm gonna let y'all have it. Make sure y'all in church on Sunday. You hear me? All right, let me start right here real quick, family. I'm gonna start right here. Check this out. A lot of people don't understand how to read this nonsense. And it's cool. It's cool that you don't. It's cool that you don't. And the reason why I say that is because, hey, check this out. I didn't, before I was trained on knowing how to actually do this, I did not know how to trade. Okay? I did not know how to trade. I'm going to break this thing down to you so you can forever know how to read this stuff. Okay? I trade Forex for the person that just asked on Instagram. These are what's called candlesticks. Candlesticks, all right? Japanese candlesticks to be exact. They measure time and price, okay? What do I mean by that? Time, if you look up here at the top left of the corner, it tells you 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 45 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 day, 1 week. That just simply means that if I click on the 1 hour time frame, that means that each one of these little candles are going to represent 1 hour. Does that make sense for everybody? Drop a number 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Drop a number 2 in the chat if that does not make sense. If I'm on the 1 hour time frame, that means each one of these little candlesticks represents the movement in 1 hour. Let me know. Let me know. Does that make sense? All right. So if I'm on a 1 hour time frame, boom, that means boom, this 1 hour, this another hour, this another hour, this another hour. All right. Perfect. Now, I said it measures time, and I also said it measures price, okay? So over here to the right side of the screen, you see price values. You see the value of what it currently is. What is the current market value? That's what this side represents, okay? Now, when you zone in on just these Japanese candlesticks, the green candles mean that the market is going up. That's what it means. The market going up. The red candles mean the market is going down. All right. So let me give you guys the information. The market on a green candle, it opens at the bottom. Watch this. So let's go ahead and do it this way. So here, this is where it opens at the bottom. I'm gonna put this in the middle. All right. And I'm gonna make this a little bigger. All right. All right. It opens at the bottom. Guess what? It closes at the top. This closes at the top. All right. Uh-oh. All right. My bad. Uh-oh. It closes at the top. Now, you see these little wicks, these little stems that protrude out of the candle? This right here lets you know what was the lowest price. What was the low of the candle? That's the low. And this right here, the top wick represents the high. Uh-oh. Let me go ahead and do that. Boom. This represents the high, okay? So you got open, close, low, high. The opening of this 1 hour candle, the opening price was 3391. It tells you over here in yellow. 3391 was the opening price during this hour. The lowest that the market has gotten during this hour is 33,96215. The high that the market got during this 1 hour was 3408.88. It closed at 34,065.35. Does that make sense for everybody? Drop the number 3 in the chat if that makes sense. Drop the number 3 in the chat if that makes sense. If it does not make sense, drop the number 4. I can repeat myself. Drop the number 4 if I need to repeat myself. If that makes sense, drop the number 3. Hey, look, if I see a green candle, I know it opened at the bottom, closed at the top. This stem at the bottom of the stem is the lowest that the price went during this hour. The highest of the stem is the highest that the price got during this hour. That's how you go about doing that, fam. If that's the green candle. Now the opposite is to go on a red candle. Check this out. If the red that means the market is going up. The green candle means the market going up. If it opened at the bottom of the candle during a green candle, guess what? At the top of the red candle, that's where it opened. Okay. The bottom of a red candle, that's where it closes. The high and the low are still the same. The high of a red candle is still the same. The low of the red candle is still the same. However, where they open and close are different. That's the difference between that. Okay? Does that make sense? So when you see the clock strikes whatever 000 is, if it's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. So at 9:59 is the last of that candle. At 10 o'clock, this opens up. It opens here. It closes here. At 10:59, that's where it closed at. Boom. 1,500 hours right here. 1,500 hours is when this opened. Hopefully that makes sense. All right? That makes sense right there. Now, everybody is saying 3. Perfect. Perfect. All right? Now, let's go real quick. How do we make money? Trading in the foreign exchange market. If the market is up, if the market is going up, if the market is bullish, we buy. The market is going down, or if the market is bearish, we sell. Does that make sense to everybody? If the market is going up, we buy. If the market is going down, we sell. If that makes sense, let me know. Yes or no. If the market going up, we buy. Market going down, we sell. If that makes sense, let me know. Buy. If the market going up, excuse me. Buy going up, sell going down. Now, when do we buy? What is the terminology in real estate and everywhere? If you can, 5 points to the first person to type it out. When do you buy? It's one word. It's one word. You buy something. Come on. Buy low and you sell what? Sell high. Absolutely. That's the name of the game, fam. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. That's the name of the game, all right? Now, how much and how well you buy and sell will determine whether or not how well you do in Forex, in trading, all right? Let's talk real quick. You see, here's what we got going on over here, fam. Boom. All right. Let me show y'all something. Uh-oh. Where did it go? Let me show y'all something. All right, perfect. So I train some guys. I got a company, of course, where I train people how to look at the markets a lot more in depth. Okay, I can't do a whole masterclass right now, but I'm gonna share with you guys how I go about doing this stuff real quick. Okay, I'm gonna go to this time frame real quick. What is that? 10. Let's go 10, 24, 23. Well, 10, 24, and it was at 15. 49. All right, I can go there. All right, check this out. All right, perfect. All right, so I like to show my work so I can always go back and see exactly where it is that we made money from. All right, how long is your course? My course is 4 weeks. You're gonna actually learn how to trade in 4 weeks. This is how I go about my trading real quick. I'm gonna just share with you guys this. First week, you're gonna understand what's being traded, why it's being traded. Second week, you're going to understand how to actually enter a trade on MetaTrader 5 or MetaTrader 4. Third week, what you're going to determine, I'm going to show you how to read the markets and understand the charts just like I understand the charts. You're not going to need a robot. You're not going to need an algorithm. You're not going to need an indicator. You're not going to need none of that. All right. Then the fourth thing, I'm gonna show you how to buy, sell, and market. Watch this: market psychology and when to stay away from the market. All right. May we ask questions after 4 weeks, Sierra? Absolutely. Once you're a cousin, you always a cousin. Do you understand me? All right. So I show people how to identify these entry points, okay? So this is US 30. US 30 is what's called an indice. All right, let me stop real quick. So you're going to hear people say different words, all right? An index fund is a compilation or a compiled amount of stocks, okay? So you have stocks, and then you have an index fund, which is a lot of different stocks in one index fund, all right? Now, when you're talking about multiple index funds, it's called indices. Some people will call them indices. Me personally, as your big cousin or as your little cousin, depending on your age, don't be out here saying indices. You hear me? You making us look bad. You feel me? Making us look bad. All right. What I want you to understand is called indices. All right. That's proper terminology. All right. Now we can grow. We can grow from there. Let's go. Here we go. Somebody asked me, am I a price action trader? You know it. I'm gonna show you. I show you in the course how to go about being efficient. Okay, how to be effective without being eternal. Now, I need to know what is an appropriate amount of money to say, you know what, I make some good part-time income. Drop it in the chat. How much is the course? I'm finna talk about it right after this. I'm finna talk about how much it is. Right after I show you how to make money, I'm going to tell you how much my course is. Is your course available in Canada? It's available everywhere, Sugarfoot. It is. What is good part-time income? Herman said 1K a day. Now, Herman, cousin, I said, what's good part-time income? It's 20 trading days in the month that I participate in, right? That means you're making $20,000 a month part-time. What is a good, if you don't, all right, if your full-time income ain't 20K a day, ain't a 1K a day, don't tell me good part-time income is 1K a day. On a monthly basis, a month, how much money would you say would be good extra income part-time to make? 3% growth on my account is what I'm seeking. Okay. Leonard Butler, I love it. Sophia said 5K monthly. I appreciate that. We went from 1,500 a day to 5K monthly. Absolutely. All right. 5K, 1K a week. Okay, my daily income is over 1K a day, but we can talk about that offline. Hey, I'm not even gonna question that. I believe you a baller, Herman. You know what I'm saying? I believe you a baller, cousin. Go ahead. 20K, over 20K a month. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I don't sneeze at that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those people that say, you know, hey, it's okay. It's good that you make over 1K a day. How much money have you lost in one trade? I could tell you that too. We can go through all of it. I'm going to show you guys how to make money. I wanted to see $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, 3K a month. Perfect. We're going to go through all of it. Here we go. Part-time $500 to $1,000 a month, Yvette Sanders says. Okay, perfect. Here we go. Now, I want to show you guys, it's all about measurement. So if the market is going down, remember we say we sell, right? We're going to sell. The market is going down, we sell. I show people how to get in on different sales and things of that nature. I'm going to show you the measurement of US 30, okay? I'm on the 1 minute chart. If I'm on the 1 minute chart, how long is each one of these candles? Pop quiz. All right, there we go. 1 minute. You absolutely got it. Okay. Here we go. I'm about to measure this. Okay. From here to here, I'm going to measure this out. All right, cool. From this point. All right. Measuring it out for you guys. Excuse me. From here to here, I'm going to measure this out. Now, I'm going to educate you guys. This all moves in points, pips. I can go ahead and explain to you guys, all right? So this moves in points. US 30 moves in points, all right? So this move right here from this point right here, from the top of this candle to the bottom of this candle is 76 points, all right? 76 points. It's 76 points. 76 points, all right, was the movement that it made before it decided to go back up, all right? I just want to make sure that you guys got that. This was a 76-point move right here, okay? Now, let me share with you guys the time that it took to make this move, all right? 76 points happened in, 4 minutes, okay? All right, 4 minutes. All right, 4 minutes. All right, now let me go ahead and break this thing down, okay? Now with US 30, 1 point equals 10 pips, okay? Now, DL, you introducing new language to me, okay? 1 point equals 10 pips, okay? Now, just like when you was at your job, when you got your first job, 1 point equals 10 pips. How do we determine whether or not what our check gonna be? What our check gonna be? Forgive me for my ebonics. All right, here we go. You remember how you said hours? They told you how many hours you gonna work per week, and you multiplied that times how much you made per hour. That equaled your paycheck, right? Am I right? Y'all still do this today? Do y'all still do this today? Till this day. All right, how many hours I work times the amount of money that I make, that's gonna equal my paycheck. Okay. Now, it's the same thing, fam. It's the same thing. Check this out. You do pips, that will equal the amount of hours you worked, okay, times your lot size will equal your profit on that trade. All right. So it's the same thing. It's just a different formula and different vocabulary. All right. Pips equals how many points does this move, or how many pips does it move, times your lot size. Your lot size is determining how much money you make per point or per pip that it actually moves. Okay. Now, determining lot sizes, let's talk about it real quick. Before we do calculations, let's talk about it. This is what a lot size look like. All right. This is the smallest trade that you can make on the market, in the market. Okay. So you got what's called a micro lot. You have what's called a mini lot. And then you have what's called a standard lot. Okay. And then it just gets to multiple standard lots. All right. So this right here is how you determine, this is how you decide whether, I'm locked in. I'm sorry, guys. All right. So this is called a micro lot. All right. When you put in this type of trade, you want to make 10 cents per pip. Do you guys follow me right now? You guys follow me right now? When you put in a trade like this, you want to make 10 cents per pip. When you put in a trade like this is called a mini lot. All right. A mini lot. This is making, I want to make $1 per pip. This right here, you saying, you know what? I got a little bit more money in my account. I want to make $10 per pip. Y'all follow me? Y'all follow me? Now, here we go. Here we go. This happened 76 points, 4 minutes. Remember now, 1 point equals 10 pips on US 30. All right. So 76 points is really 760 pips. Okay. 76 points is 760 pips. Now you decide whether or not how much you want to make on this trade. The lowest trade possible that you could actually put in is 0.01, and that equals 10 cents per trade. That means that in 4 minutes you made $76. Here, in 4 minutes off of that trade, you made $76. Let me ask you guys this question. Are you okay with that? If I showed you how to grab it, are you okay with that? If you did what's called a mini lot, you made $760. If you was in a position financially to do what's called a standard lot on this, you would have made $7,600 in 4 minutes. Listen, turn this on. I'm not telling y'all. I'm just giving y'all the game on what is possible. You hear me? No. What is the disclaimer? Past profits do not guarantee future results. Blase, blase, blah, all legal terminology. I'm just simply saying, if you do the math on this, this is exactly what you will be able to make in the event that you caught that trade. Now, I got to show you guys how often. Remember I said where I get my alerts? Over here, you'll see that my alerts tab, when it gets to certain points, I say, look, alert me. Okay, it's money time. I need an alert. Every time it comes to this point, alert me. I have a couple spots. I got my weak IRL, I have my golden, and I have another one called my OLL. All right. So anytime the market comes here, I know what patterns to look for. These are my where to enter the markets. But I need to know when to enter the market. See, I teach you guys in my course when to enter the market and where to enter the market and how to actually get to the point to where you know where and when to enter the market. But hey, look, once it hits this line, I need you to go ahead and send me an alert. So every time it hits this line, I can get in for a sell real quick. Boom, sell. I got in right there. That one went a total of 18 points, nothing to sneeze at. But hey, look, when it came across again, boom, that was another 37 points. Okay. Hit my line again. Let's get in. That's another 20 points. Hit my line again. That's another 12 if you're taking small. I don't believe in talking that one right there. So this is 36, right? Or you can hold it. You can always hold it to get to another zone. Okay. That I teach you guys how to hold. All right. Now you hold it for this zone. Now that one is a little bit more juicy. That's 75 points, okay? 75 points. Or if you want to continue to hold it all the way down to here. That's 103 points, all right? Now 103 points, I ain't gonna lie to you. That happened in just over 4 hours and 42 minutes. 4 hours, 42 minutes. Let's go ahead and go back over here. 4 hours, 42 minutes, okay? Let's talk about it. 4 hours, 42 minutes. Sorry, guys. 103 points. That equals 1,030 pips. Okay? Smallest lot size possible equals you made $100, $103, right? Next lot size up, mini size, excuse me, that's $1,030. Standard lot, when you got a bigger bag, that's $10,300, 4 hours, 42 minutes. Somebody asked a question. Can y'all hear me? Somebody said, can't hear audio. All right. They said they can't hear me. Logging off to log back on. Can y'all hear me? I can hear you. Somebody said I can hear you. We can't hear you. I just did that. I hear you. Okay, so everybody said that they can hear me other than a few people. All right, so check. 10 points is a pill. Yeah. Yep. Y'all can hear me? Okay, my baby is crying. I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. Okay, perfect. Now, here's the thing. I teach people how to catch moves like this. And I show you what you need to do. And I teach you guys psychology. I teach you guys how to look at the charts, how to actually set your alerts, how to determine zones, and all of that good jazz. But DL, how much do you charge for your course? My course, because of my mentor, made me bump up my prices. It's $9.97. My course is $9.97. And I teach you how every time that alert, you get alert on your computer, how to make something in this neighborhood every time that this happens. My course is 4 weeks. And I'm gonna tell you this, we even now got something called, watch this. Hold on 1 second. We even got this now. I'm gonna make that bold. We even got financing options now, right? So in the event, and I think it's like $100 and some odd to start, 130 with the financing options to start, whatever it is, okay? Fam, here's my thing. If you are in a position to learn how to get to the bag like this, is it worth this? I just want to know. This is going to be a skill set that you're going to actually have for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. Do you think it's worth this? $9.97. Here's where you go. www.mylifestyletrader.com. Put in your information. www.mylifestyletrader.com. So I teach you the so here we go. How much do I need within my trading account to start trading? You can start a brokerage account in the foreign exchange market for $10. Now, understand this. That's the lowest amount that you can start with. But here's what I'm saying. You're not even going to have the ability to put in a $10 per point trade, right? You're going to have to start with pennies, that 10-cent trade, and you still going, you can't get into US 30 with that. The minimum to even get into US 30, right, that a broker will allow you that has 500 leverage, I believe is $150 or so. It's like $130 to $150, depending on the broker and depending on the contract size that they have. Guys, I'm telling you this. 150, let's say you start your broker account with $150. You can hit those alerts enough to the point to where you grow your account to where you're able to get to the point to where you're doing $2, or you're doing 20 cent, then 30 cent, then 50 cent, then 60 cent, then 80 cent, then 100. I mean, then literally get to dollars. Then you go through $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, all the way up to 10. Then you get to 10, you can start doing 10, 15, 20, 30. Get to that point. Yes, on US 30, you could do that. But I show you in my trading how you don't start at US 30. I just showed you guys what we like to call the Tesla of trading. You know how Teslas are really fast. Y'all know that, right? Teslas go from 0 to 6. Well, at least mine is. My Tesla got the Model S Plaid. You go in Plaid mode, you go from 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. So it's instant torque, really fast. Nobody gonna keep up with it. I burn Lamborghinis all the time. Ferraris don't stand a chance. Corvettes, all these Hellcats, they don't stand a chance. All right. Instant torque. That's US 30. I teach you how when you first start trading, you do what we like to call get in what's called reliable transportation. 10 and 2. Your first car, your mama did not get you a Tesla that go from 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. They gave you reliable transportation. Your mama gave you reliable transportation, or your father. I show you how to start a reliable transportation, which is Forex pairs. Then work your way up to stuff that move a lot faster. Why am I ignoring your comment? I'm just now seeing you, family. I'm just now seeing. Let me go ahead and YTD year to date P&L. You want to know how much money I made? I don't disclose that. I don't. Let's just say I had a good year this month. But gold, yes, gold is another thing. Gold is another thing that you could trade. All right? Gold is another thing that you could trade. All right? Gold is another thing that you can trade. Forex, then gold, like Forex, then commodities, then you can get into indices and stuff like that. All right? My course is 4 weeks. All right? You get started in the 4 weeks course. Boom. We take this thing to the top because the bottom too crowded. You already know, right? My closing thoughts in this. My closing thoughts is this. You're going to learn the skill set and you're going to be able to, like I said, make money without having to recruit anybody or sell anything. You're going to have the skill set and the know-how to make money in the foreign exchange market. I'm not promising you that you're going to make $10,000 a day. I'm not promising that you're going to make $100,000 a month. I'm not promising you that you're going to make $50,000 a month. So no, you're not being promised that at all. What you are being promised is that you're going to know how to make money in the foreign exchange market. If you decide to do opposite of what I teach you, I cannot guarantee that you're going to make money. But if you do what I teach you, I can guarantee you know how to make money in the foreign exchange market. That's what I can guarantee you. You know how to make money in the foreign exchange market. I am not guaranteeing that you make money in the foreign exchange market. That is very, very, very direct. Okay? Because I can't control what buttons you push. Rebecca does exactly what it is. I wish, Rebecca, can you come on? Look, Rebecca. Can you come on, Rebecca? Can you unmute Rebecca? Let me see. Rebecca is one of the students. She was there. She actually I think the last time you talked to me, you was in, where were you at? You was on vacation. Unmute for me, Rebecca.
Hey, cousin.
What up, cousin? How you feeling?
Hey, I'm good. I'm back from the DR, back in Cali.
Okay, tell me your name. Tell the people your background. How did you enjoy the course? How did you follow me, and what has been your experience after this?
Okay, so I first you were one of my first educators on a previous platform about 2.5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And what drew me to you was all about the complete vibe. Just the vibe right off the bat. I knew I was going to be a multimillionaire.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. Fast forward, you left the platform. I was the last one to leave the platform. I was a business owner before this. Retired last year in this space. Was waiting on you to get it together, and then when you've got your platform going, the BTA Arena, I joined a few months back. Didn't kind of dibbed and dabbed on the naked chart, and I wanted to learn it. And follow. When you say move, I'm moved just like you. I
Hmm.
now trade, and of course, I'm on another platform. I followed my good sis Lee, and I trade on the beaches of the world now, and I am a retired woman.
Let's go, cousin. Let's go. I appreciate you for actually hopping on. Now, let me ask you this. In the course, how was learning in the course? Was it complicated? Give me that experience from you.
No, it was not, because you literally crawl before you walk. You start from the very beginning, which is fantastic, especially for people who are new to the space and or people like myself who have been in the space for a minute. It just was nice to be you got to remain a student. It was nice to be refreshed from just a simple what is a candlestick and piecing it all together. You pieced it so eloquently and so wonderfully, and it was so easy. Simplicity is my, and that's exactly what you gave us, and you walked us through it. It's phenomenal, and I literally every day, because I'm after my 4-week course. Of course, now I am in the overtime, and I watch daily. I set out at least time for one call on there a day to educate myself. And that's just what I do. And as a matter of fact, I brought a couple people on here today, some of my good sisses.
Let's go, cousin.
And Yvette, that's one of my good sisters right there, and Cherry, and they're just eager and ready. They've been, I just have been so much more profitable with your course. I'm just not going anywhere.
Man, Yvette, listen, Yvette say, and she balling. Rebecca, here's what I'm gonna say. It means the most to me that you actually invited people on here to actually take the course, and you get no compensation from that.
Mhm.
That's that makes me feel a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Now, in the
yeah.
previous, what you say?
So then my good sis Sophia and
So,
Cherry. I see Cherry on the call.
yo,
Listen, we do this to pay it forward.
mm,
That's what it's about for me. It's about paying it forward. I want every single body to eat. What did Tupac say? I want everybody to eat. It may, but I want everybody to eat.
let's go. Let's go. And the reason why I said that, guys, is because there is no compensation plan. There is no compensation plan that we have currently for any type of referrals or anything like that. So the fact that she referred somebody to the platform is literally say, "Hey, look, I know what type of training I just went through with this guy. Here's where you need to go, and I know that if you take his course, it's going to change the way that you get a bag." So I'm telling y'all, man, hey, look, cousin, I appreciate you for sure, for sure. And
But then,
once this new year roll around, I'm gonna make sure that you can be some type of compensated for your referrals. But however, that right there is we haven't put that into place because, like I said, we're a growing company. We literally just launched
I'm
this
not
year.
even looking for that.
Mm. I appreciate it.
Houston, I got love for you,
Hey,
man.
the love is there. The love is there in return for
Uh,
sure.
yeah. So me and cousin, the wife, we need to go out for coffee.
For sure.
But I need to be up around her because just I was on one of the calls in the arena, and you were talking about that February 2020, 2022, and I don't have to say it was that one that puts you into
Oh yeah.
traveling for a while to get your mind right.
Oh yeah,
I
for
have
sure.
I have to tell you that I literally, like, again, broke down because I felt it. I felt it so much that it was just like it was almost like Jesus paid the price for us. And I felt like, oh my God, this man paid the price for us, and he let us know. And I love, relationships in this space here. And I felt you. And the reason I say that about your wife is because that right there, that kind of pullback in somebody's life could break somebody. And that woman, by the grace of God, kept you together. And I think that, anyway,
Absolutely.
I have major love for you guys.
Hey, look.
Thank you so
Hey,
much.
look. The love is returned for sure. So, um, so here we go. I wanted to just this is my closing thoughts. I appreciate that. So yes, this is open for everybody. If this is your first time seeing me live, can you just go ahead type the number 1 in the chat for me? If this is your first time even seeing me live, just type the number 1 in the chat for me. I'd appreciate it. Someone asked the question: is this is just only the people that are former students? Me personally, no. This was a flyer that went out on my Instagram, and some people just shared it to people that they know, and so this is their first time seeing me live. So everybody's on. Some of my students, they hopped on because they just they rock with me. You know what I'm saying? It's a mutual respect, it's a mutual love, and so that's what we do. The next cohort, right now, the next cohort is open. It's open, right? It hasn't started yet. The enrollment is open to start the next cohort. The next cohort starts on the 15th, I believe. Let me look. Boom, 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 boom. We're in November. Yes, the 15th of the month is when the next cohort is going to start the videos. All right. So I'm telling you, you guys have up until the 15th of the month in order for you to actually register for the cohort, the November cohort. All right, the 15th of the month. I'm telling y'all, you have the one-time payment option, okay, of $9.97. And if you decide to make payments like finance, and I think that because of the company that we go through, it's like $12.50 after that when you finance it or whatever the case may be. So November 14th is the tip-off call. This is where you meet me. I get to meet you. I get a little bit more information about who you are, who's going to be in the cohort, right? Get to know what it is. If you're brand new, how you became a follower, not a follower of me, but how did you follow me, of course. I believe that's why I be on some cousin type of vibes. Like I'm no bigger than you, bigger than me. We cousins, fam. So that's what I do. And then get to know a little bit about you and what your background is, and we rock on from there. The next day, the first quarter is released, and we're excited about it. You hear me? So with that being said, look, it's amazing. All right, we're gonna see y'all at the top because the bottom is too crowded. But we'll never look down on anybody unless we're willing to help them up. But more importantly, understand this: believing that you can is way more profitable than believing that you can't. Peace and love. Look forward to seeing you guys in the cohort. If you guys, again, where do you go to actually become a part? You go to mylifestyletrader.com. Mylifestyletrader.com. And you go there. You can watch the video. I answer some frequently asked questions. The first video that you'll see on the website, some frequently asked questions. Those are questions I get asked about Forex, right? I go around my house. That's my house, right? Me, when I when I was growing up, I used to watch MTV Cribs. I used to watch How I'm Living, right? And so when I seen them out there, getting to the bag, and they had their cribs and they had all this stuff going on, I seen people that had movie theaters. I seen people that have big islands. I seen people that have 2-story closets. I seen people that had basketball courts inside their cribs. So when I get my money, that's exactly what I want to do. Big pools, all of that. And that's exactly what me and my wife did once we got our money. So I walk around my house answering questions, big cars, all that stuff. So no, I do not have to say how much I make, but we blessed. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, guys, like I said, we'll see y'all at the top because the bottom is too crowded, but we never look down on anybody unless we're willing to help them up. But more importantly, understand this: believing that you can is way more profitable than believing that you can't, because doubting pays you nothing. All right? Peace. Y'all take care. I'll see y'all.